Hi.
Can you please look up this site?
See if we can figure out something.
Hi. I don't know how long this is going to be and how it's going to work out. Oops, there goes me. Sorry. But I figured we watch a little bit of our favorite judge. I'm eating dinner in the other room, so you need to behave, please, because I gave my mods mixed messages. And we have to hurry because now I don't know if court is back in 15 or 20 or 30 or 45. So, yeah, let's go. This is the judge today. They were closed for hurricane things, by the way.
Yes. I feel a lot better.
So what's the extent of what we can do today? Can I give some people a test?
For her, no.
For her,
Oh, yeah.
Tracy, is everything back to normal over there or no?
No, we can't do it the same day. No testing.
Okay.
And instruction tomorrow, like if you do interlocutor, like you can.
Well, we're gonna give a week anyways, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you Jason Bryant?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bryant, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You also have a gun case as well. On that one, you're also facing up to a year. Please don't say anything.
Thank you, Your Honor. On April 23rd, 2024, at approximately 2:30 in the morning, officers were dispatched to a crash call in Harris County. A witness stated that that he arrived after the accident, where he observed the defendant sitting in the driver's seat of the vehicle with the engine still on. And then he saw the defendant get out of the vehicle and sit by a tree. Upon arrival, officers observed the defendant be sitting under a tree near the vehicle, which was and he was being treated by the HFD. The defendant's vehicle was stopped with the right front bumper damage, windshield snap, the windows down, and the glove box open. Officers found a loaded handgun on the sidewalk with another magazine nearby and a single 9mm live munition near the firearm. Officers observed bloodshot, watery eyes, slurred speech, and a strong odor of alcohol coming from the defendant's breath. The defendant was unable to walk due to his injuries. The defendant admitted to driving, crashing, and owning the firearm, and he admitted to consuming alcohol. The defendant was transported to Memorial Hermann by ambulance. The defendant was unable to perform the standard field sobriety tests due to being in the hospital. They did not read the DIC-24 for the same reasons. But at about 5 in the morning, a blood draw was taken pursuant to a warrant. The blood test came back at 0.153.
How many DWIs does this gentleman have besides this one? This is a second. How many
This is
other?
his first one, it was a aggravated DWI liquor out of Alva, Oklahoma in
How long
2012.
ago? How long ago?
2012.
2012. Any other DWIs?
No, not I see, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Bryant, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license, sir?
Yes, sir.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your name? I am now placing a restriction on your driver's license. You're not allowed to drive any vehicle that doesn't have an ignition interlock. If you're caught driving a vehicle that doesn't have an interlock, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Likewise, you're ordered not to consume alcohol or drugs. We're going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or any kind of illegal substance, likewise, we'll revoke your bond and put you in jail. No excuse. I don't care where the positive test comes from. I don't care if it's alcohol, a tequila, lollipop, hair dye, cakes, candies, foods, gums. I don't care. Look at whatever you put in your body because there's no excuse. Do you understand? If you have a drug or alcohol problem, you better address it because if you don't, and I see it becomes a problem, I will do it for you and I will put you in a treatment facility in the jail in a heartbeat. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
I see that you do have a lawyer. Good job on having a lawyer. Because you do, I will waive your appearance, but it's your responsibility to stay in touch with Ms. Penman. If she tells me she can't get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging phone calls, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. She'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court. For now, I'll have you go to Victoria. We'll have you sign a reset. After that, you'll get retraced for your bond conditions, and then we'll see you soon. And we'll have you just waiting back for your lawyer as well, okay? You did verify that he has a license?
Judge, page 13, Fuentes, Luis.
I don't know, man. No, it's not, it's something more.
Go ahead and see Tracy behind you.
Are you able to chat on it? We chat with everyone and let them know that I'm unable to chat. There's a problem with YouTube or Google or something, perhaps me. I'm gonna try to restart it here in a second after it gets done some of the arraignments. Okay. Vic, who's this?
Oh, this is page 13, Fuentes.
Okay. Luis Fuentes. Mr. Fuentes, you're charged with racing on a highway. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Judge, I'm sorry, there's a co-defendant that's here also.
Oh, wonderful.
Page 39, Salazar, come on up. There's a third co-defendant also.
Really?
So Salazar's on 39.
Okay.
And page 48, Varela,
Wait, what's the last name?
B like Victoria. Wayne Victoria.
You are Julio Salazar.
Right.
And you are Joe Alexis Varela. All of you guys are charged with racing on the highway. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, gentlemen. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you guys. Okay.
On July 2nd, 2024, at approximately 11:50 in the evening, officers observed a black Camaro line up with a blue Mazda and a silver Acura. All three of these vehicles were observed conducting a roll race in which the three vehicles slowed down to match speeds, lined up in lanes 2, 3, and 4 before accelerating at a high rate of speed in an effort to outpace each other in a competitive manner. Officers in unmarked cars were able to maintain the visual on the vehicles until marked units could move in to conduct the traffic stops. Defendant Fuentes was the driver and sole occupant of the silver Acura. Defendant Salazar was the driver and sole occupant of the black Camaro. And Varela was the driver and sole occupant of the blue Mazda.
Do we know what kind of speeds they went at?
It doesn't say if they were on the Cassis Street.
That was recorded, Judge, but they weren't clocked.
Say that again?
They recorded, officer recorded on their cell phone, but they weren't clocked because they didn't have a separate detector.
So we have three basically become stationary and then boom, go.
They lined up with each other at the same rolling speed, and then they.
Okay, and then take off?
Distance each other.
Got it. Okay, Mr. Fuentes, Mr. Salazar, and Mr. Varela, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward on all of your cases. Do you have a Texas driver license, Mr. Salazar? Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Fuentes, do you have a Texas driver license? Mr. Salazar, do you have a Texas driver license? Do you have a Texas driver license? Okay, I'm going to tell you now that the Texas legislature, as of last year, made it extremely easy for those who get busted with racing to take your cars away from you, seize it permanently, and take it as fruit of a crime, and you there forfeit that vehicle forever. So you are now on notice. If it continues to happen, at some point, you're going to get an officer that's really going to be gung-ho, and they will take and seize your car from you permanently. Mr. Fuentes, I'm now making it a condition of your bond for you not to participate in any racing, street takeovers, donuts, or any boneheadedness out Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If I find that you do this, I will take your privilege to drive away from you permanently, and you will be barred from driving. Same thing goes for you, Mr. Salazar. You are not to participate in any racing, street takeover, donuts, anything of this nature, reckless driving you do, I will take your privilege to drive away from you permanently. Mr. Varela, this is your second case. I am now taking away your privilege to drive away from you. You will now sign with me today an affidavit promising me that you're not going to drive. I don't care where you're going. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what baby has to go to the hospital. You drive, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you get in a car and drive. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
My only concern is public safety and every single person in Harris County. And when you do something like this, you put many, many lives in danger. You violate this, I'm gonna violate you. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
For now, we are going to reset your cases to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm gonna have you go to Victoria. We will have you sign a reset. After that, I'm gonna have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. We will have you sign it and then you will be on your way. You are going to come up here and swear to me that you're not gonna drive. Mr. Varela, take note. I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care what excuse you have. You cannot justify driving for any reason. And like I said, you do. You will be facing a stiff 6 months in jail. Every time you get into a car, it's an offense in and of itself, punishable. And I'm well within my right to stack it if you do. If you drove here, you may not drive home. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, come up here, swear to this. Gentlemen, if you'd like to go to Victoria, we'll have you sign a reset and then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box. Logan, do you mind?
Have a seat in the jury box. Salazar. All right, go ahead and sign.
Oh, yeah. I'm just doing
All right, have a seat in the jury box.
it. Yeah, go ahead and go straight across.
Guys, you ready for the next one?
Sure.
Page 25 and 26. Lovings, come on up.
It looks like multiple may have lawyers if you take note.
Who?
It looks like Salazar has a lawyer.
Yes, Carrie emailed me.
And then I think the first gentleman also. Fuentes also has a lawyer. Okay, what is your name, sir? Lovings?
Page 25, 26.
Thanks. All right, Mr. Lovings, you're charged with indecent exposure and you're charged with evading arrest or detention. On the indecent exposure, you're facing up to 6 months in jail. On your evading, you're facing up to a year in jail. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. July 2nd, 2024, officers met with the complaining witness who stated that she was cutting tree trunks at her home and noticed the defendant sitting on a bench near her residence. The complainant got her mail and then went into her car, and she noticed the defendant approach her car window. The defendant then proceeded to pull out his penis and begin masturbating. The complainant began to call the police. The defendant noticed the complainant on the phone and walked away. When officers arrived, they approached the defendant while in a marked Harris County Constable police car and wearing full uniform. The defendant then confessed to masturbating in front of the complainant to the officer. As the deputy went to detain the suspect took off on foot heading north on Lakeside Estates and then turned west into the backyard of a home. He evaded approximately 450 feet from the intersection. The deputy then deployed her taser and took him into custody.
Had to tase him to put him in custody. Mr. Lovings, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. You're on probation for a very, very, very serious offense where you're facing a second-degree felony. The type of offense where if you're convicted, the offer start at 10 plus years. I would be very, very careful because now that you've picked up these two cases, it's very possible that they file a motion to revoke upstairs in the 263rd. Do you understand, sir? I'm now ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness and not to go within 1,000 feet of where she lives or where she works. Do you understand? Yes or no?
John,
Take it down. I can't hear you.
John,
I'm also going to put a GPS monitor so I know where you are at all times. Don't go near these people. Do you understand?
John.
Do we know that the felony court has notice of these charges now?
I tried to call the defendant this morning, Your Honor, that I just got an answering machine. She is 76 years old.
Do for a living, Mr. Lovings?
I stay with my mom.
That's not what you do for a living. I asked you, what do you do for a living? Do you work? Are you in school? Why not? When's the last time you've had a full-time job, sir? Doing what?
That's what we came,
Why did you stop?
because they had a new so they cut me off.
So how are you getting money to eat? Okay, it's time for you to get a full-time job. I am now also making that a condition of your bond as well. Do you understand, sir? When you have too much time on your hands, you become self-destructive, Mr. Lovings, and the time now is killing you. So it's time to get a job. I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of any weapons as well. I will provide you a lawyer today so that you can speak to someone about these cases. And I'm telling you, you best be on the lookout. It's any moment. They're going to file a felony warrant on you for your probation case upstairs. Do you have any questions, sir? I'm not going to talk about the case. I've got a bunch of DAs here. Anything you say they can use against you. Do you have any other questions? Okay. Would you like me to provide you with a lawyer? You're going to go hire a lawyer. Okay. So for now, I'm going to have you go to Victoria. We're going to have you sign a reset. After that, I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your conditions with pre-trial. Don't mess these up. You understand? Because if I find that you act like you're like a fool in the free world, I'm going to take the free world away from you. And chances are, you said you live with your mother. Does your mother work or no? What does she do? Are you mom? Come on up.
Hi.
Hi, Mom. Thank you for coming.
Hi, Your Honor. My name is Tahita Lovings and and he does live with me.
Let's not talk about the case. Did you hear what happened?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You heard everything?
Yes, sir. We are in the process of working to obtain a lawyer, and we just wanted to get a reset today. And I've already notified the probation of what occurred on last week.
The first thing you need to do is just talk to a lawyer first. I wouldn't do anything else, but because, you know, right now, damage control, and the best thing that you can do is just talk to a lawyer.
Yes.
If you have any issues, I'm happy to give you a lawyer today, you know, because I know it's going to be a financial strain for you, and I don't know what kind of resources you have, but
Yeah, I'm able to afford it. I work for a multinational beauty company.
okay. So I have put strict bond conditions on him. I have put a GPS monitor on him. I told him not to go back to the location that he was, not to be in possession of weapons.
Okay. He will
Is there-
not.
Okay, is there anything else you would like me to add to?
I just want to make sure that, because of his autism, that I have the opportunity to stand with him and because of his understanding and things of that nature. But outside of that, no, sir.
Okay. Is he able to obtain a job? Do you think he can?
He actually, my friend is opening a bakery in September, so she already agreed. Like the day that this stuff happened, she had come by the house to talk to him about a job.
And I think that that would be good. As I was telling Mr. Lovings, that too much time he becomes self-destructive, and then I don't know if that's what's happening, where he's just not keeping himself engaged enough with other things to keep him out, you know. I would be careful because like I told him, he's on probation for a
Yes,
very
sir.
serious case. And
Yes,
so,
sir. And we were right in the process of getting that tried to early terminated, but yeah, I got the attorney.
I'm with you. If you ever need anything, just come back to us, let us know. We can help you as much as we can, but so for now, I'm gonna have him go sign a reset, and then I'm gonna have him take a seat in the jury box while we get the bond conditions. We'll have him sign it, and then you guys will be free to go.
Okay, thank
Tracy, you can waive the fee, please. Okay, waive the fee. Okay, all right, good luck, Mr. Levins.
Ready for the next one?
No, not yet.
Oh. Council for reset.
Alan,
Good morning, Your Honor.
hey, bud.
I'm approaching on behalf of Daniel Lopez. It looks like he had a DWI back in 23. However, I think he may have missed court, and he also picked up a assault on a family member.
Judge, we have one more arraignment still.
Okay, give me, Alan, let me just do this last arraignment, will you?
No problem.
Just give me 2 seconds. Vic, who's it?
Page 27, Miller, MEAL.
Only one more arraignment, that's it?
27.
For real?
That was just my gateway into next several.
You lie like a rug. Jonathan Mueller. Mr. Mueller, you're charged with racing on the highway. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Oh. 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 Oh.
Judge, counsel sent me an email saying that he was without power and,
Who is counsel?
right? Eric Clay, he's on the original case that he's on bond for.
Does he have a phone number so I can call him, perhaps?
You can try,
Let me call him.
because he said he had a lot of damage to his home. Do you want his phone number?
I got it right here. Is it the 281-435?
That's what I have, yes.
Eric Clay's office, Christina.
Hi, this is Judge Fleischer in Court 5. Is Eric around?
No, I'm sorry, he's not. We have no service. I'm in an area, I'm sitting right now at McDonald's.
Does he have a cell phone that it can make a call to us?
It's forwarded over to my phone and he doesn't answer it to my phone.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna appoint someone in the interest of justice to this gentleman because I have to do probable cause and he's picked up another case while he's on bond. So,
Who is that?
Mr. Mueller. This is a
Okay.
Jonathan Mueller who's picked up another racing case.
Okay, no
So,
problem. I'll let him know.
you know, and yeah, if you want, did you get my phone number from this? Don't say it out loud though, but did you get my phone number?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay, you can give him this. This is my cell phone, so you can, if you want, I can put this off for like an hour to give him time. See if he wants to try to call in.
Okay,
Um,
let me try. I'm gonna do my very best.
No problem. Just, that's all we can do. So if you want, I
Okay.
can put this off for an hour and just get back a hold of me and then we can go from there. I'll just put it in the jury box for now.
That's fine. Either he or I will give you a call right back.
Great. Thank you, man.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Judge, next is page 34. Homero.
Pomeroy. Good morning, sir. Pretty good. Are you Carolyn Pomeroy? Ms. Pomeroy, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Okay.
On June 1st, 2024, officers were dispatched to a disturbance call. A group of drunk adults were upset at some kids who had sped through their residence or by the residence in a gated community. Officers made contact with the juveniles, the complaining witnesses, who lived approximately 9 houses down from where the adults lived. All the juveniles were aged 16. The complaining witnesses reported to officers that when they arrived at their home, 2 adult females, including the defendant and an adult male, ran towards the complaining witness. The complaining witness told the witness, who was the driver of the car, to drive around the block. So they got back into the car. Before they took off, the defendant threw an empty seltzer can at the vehicle, hitting it. The complaining witness and the driver exited the car.
They threw empty seltzer cans at,
The teenagers.
At the car that was speeding.
okay?
Complaining witness and the driver of the car, also juvenile, exited the car to assess damages and see why the adults were chasing them. The defendant approached the complaining witness, accused him of not living in the neighborhood, and accused him of staying at an Airbnb. Complaining witness informed the defendant that he was a minor. The complaining witness then walked back to his residence when he was punched in the back of the head by the defendant, causing dizziness, pain, a visible bump. He indicated to the officer that it was a 7 of 10 on the pain scale. The defendant, an adult male, then chased the complaining witness, taunted them by flinching at them. The complaining witness picked up a brick for protection and got to a neighbor's house and sought help. The defendant then came to the complaining witness's house, rang the doorbell, and was screaming for the kids to come outside.
All of which we dispute with the exception of a few facts. Your Honor.
Okay, so you'll get the opportunity to fight your case, obviously. So, Ms. Pomeroy, the only thing I'm going to advise you now is that I'm going to put bond conditions on you. I am going to find that there's probable cause. I'm ordering you not to have any contact with these complaining witnesses and not to be in possession of weapons. That's
May I
it.
address that, Your Honor?
Sure.
this, not included in the probable cause was your complaining witness coming up to my client prior to anything happening before them, because first of all, when they were motioning them to slow down in this gated community, they were driving 40 miles an hour through. The complaining witness stuck his head out the car and said, "Go," may I use profanity, Your
For
Honor?
sure,
"Fuck yourselves."
sure.
My client, because of that, threw the empty seltzer can, causing no damage. The complainant approached her, accosted her, bumped into her, and said, "I'll fucking kill you and your fucking family." For those reasons.
The reasonable response would be,
I'm not talking about, I mean, we'll get to the guilt or innocence, so she has a right to defend herself when she's run into. But you're right, she.
Sticks and stones.
He ran into her, Your Honor, made physical contact, but that's not the point of what I'm saying. I agree, we can litigate all this later. I have a real problem with her being ordered, although she doesn't own any handguns or weapons, her husband does. This guy has threatened to kill her and her effing family. I would ask that bond condition, I don't care if it's on her, but that they not be forced to remove all weapons from their home.
well, I'm just ordering her not to be in possession.
Okay, that's fine.
Right.
That's
I
fine.
mean,
As long
the
as
husband didn't get charged,
household
correct?
can be
I know,
protected.
She's the only one that's charged. I don't have any jurisdiction over the husband. You know, for future reference, call the cops, you know? I mean, I think that, you know, there's
Sorry, there's a poll. You need to vote in the poll.
16-year-olds, all 16-year-olds act like what? Right, like a bunch of a-holes, right? I have nearly one. I'm just waiting for when he starts acting like this as well.
I'm racing too.
You know, right, but for future reference, right. So the only thing I'm gonna ask you to do is don't have any contact with these kids, don't go near them. Chances are, if they were renting an Airbnb, they're probably gone.
They weren't, Your Honor. It turns out there is a house on the street that's rented out to the outrage of the entire community.
So
He
they-
actually lives with his aunt way down the street. My client didn't know that. That's why she asked the question. The only other thing, and I'm sure you'll tell me it's okay for me to have contact with the complainant. I don't really want contact with him other than to give them a no trespassing warning to not come to their house.
Yeah, just be careful, because remember, they're 16-year-olds, so when you try to go there, and I'm assuming they're just gonna try to butt heads with you like Billy
I
Goats,
know
so.
how to be careful. We actually asked the constable to deliver them for whatever reason they declined.
If you get one that declines, go to the next one. Just keep going until someone, you know, at some point you'll get to someone that responds. If one constable says no, just go right up the chain and just keep calling until someone does, right? At some point they will. And just tell them that, you know, we really have a problem with speeding and this kind of problem in the neighborhood, and hopefully someone will listen. Hopefully.
Thank you.
So the only other thing that I'm gonna advise is that I'm hoping that there's another way out of this subdivision, right?
She lives beyond them, so yes, she goes another way up.
Right, so, you know, I would just try to maintain, because if they call and say, hey, she's harassing me again, what's gonna happen? Right, okay, and I believe it. So for now, I am gonna find probable cause. Like I said, you have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time to come into court, but you must stay in touch with counsel. He will tell you if and when you have to come back to court. I will have you go to Victoria Center reset. After that, we'll just have you take you to the jury box. We'll get your bond conditions, and after that, you'll be free to go after you sign it. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. So can you file the contact in the records, please? Lori. Hey, happy Wednesday.
I'm approaching on Thomas Evelyn. I want to set it for trial.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. Whatever they.
Thank you. kindly.
Is he in custody? Is he in
He's in
custody?
custody.
Okay, so the first, you know, whatever you and Pavel can.
Okay.
Mr. Lee.
Judge, how are you?
Hey.
I have a first sitting on a alleged racing case
The cause number is 2518028.
Mr. Cortez, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Luis Enrique Fuentes, and he.
Yes, we've done probable cause. I found probable cause. I just asked him to not participate in any more racing, street takeovers, donuts, reckless driving, and that's it. I will waive his appearance, so he just has to maintain contact with you and then.
Very well. My clients and I decry and disagree with being associated with the people who do street takeovers and shoot fireworks at police and block intersections and stuff like that.
I'm signing his bond conditions now, so if you want to bring him up, we can have him sign it, and then you guys are free to go.
Okay.
Okay,
I can't look at the file yet. The paperwork hasn't bubbled up through the pages.
okay, well, have you signed the reset or the bond conditions, and then you guys are free to go.
Very well, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Council.
Can I move on? Alan,
Good morning, Your Honor.
okay, sorry to keep you waiting. So
No
Daniel
problem, Your Honor.
Lopez,
Yes, sir. He looked like he had a DWI from 2023. And he picked up an assault on a family member. It seems like he missed court a few times.
do you want me to talk to him?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Stephen, do you mind?
And also, I'm just looking to get like a 30-day reset on both of them.
For sure.
Judge, looking at his settings, I don't think he's ever actually in court.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that with him. Don't you worry.
Salazar. That's a way. Let's see, I'll get that. I got him to sign.
Tom, yeah.
Judge, I'm here on Raul Vasquez Escobar. I think it'll be under Vasquez.
Council, for reset.
Okay, is it a new case?
No, Judge, we're supposed to be entering into PTI. However, we haven't got the contract in yet, and his appointment for his device was scheduled on Monday. So we're back into the office today. We're gonna reschedule that to try to get him a device.
So
ASAP.
we'll set you up for next week,
Okay,
and then whatever day you want next week, I don't care.
all right, thanks, Judge.
For sure.
Varela. Council, for reset.
Mr. Lopez, Your Honor.
Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Lopez.
Morning.
How's jail?
I'm very good, sir. Glad to be taking care of this, though.
Well, I don't know about that. You now stand charged with yet another DWI. You also, well, you have a DWI from May of 2023. And now, while you're out, because we had an arrest warrant for you on that DWI because you've never appeared on that one. You've,
Ma'am,
hold on. You've now picked up an assault of a family member. On that one, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. I don't know anything that happened under the assault. So we're going to do probable cause real quick. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. I know that you're chomping at the bit to say something, and I will give you your opportunity. Just so you know, you also have counsel here with you. He's on Zoom. I don't know why the TVs aren't working.
I have to reset the system.
Okay, I'll get them to work here in a second, but just so you know, you're not here alone. Your lawyer is here with you, but he's on Zoom.
Please do not say anything.
What's that?
I just told him, please do not say anything, Mr. Lopez.
Oh,
It's flickering in and out. Okay, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. The complaining witness and the defendant are brothers. But on February 21st, 2024, in Harris County, officers were dispatched to a residence where they spoke with the complainant, who stated that while he was on the phone with the defendant struck, or while he was on the phone, the defendant struck him with a phone that he had in his hand on the left side of his head area, causing him pain and discomfort. The complainant stated the defendant then headbutted him, striking him on the nose, causing him to get disoriented and causing pain and discomfort. A witness confirmed that the complaining witness's story. Officers observed blood on complaining witness's head and clothes, and the defendant was intoxicated.
It seems like all the problems emanate from one source and one source alone. Am I right? Perhaps if you ixnay that source A, you won't be here A. You know what I mean? Right. So take that as a word of advice, Mr. Lopez. And the problem is that typically we give PR bonds to everyone, but when we give you a PR bond, what happens?
There's an explanation for that though. Oh, yes.
What happens? You don't show up. Where there's the will, there's the way. So for you to tell me that you're this or that, whatever, it's in this ear and it goes right out that ear. You know what I mean? Actions speak louder. So do you have anyone that's going to pony up the bond money for you to get you out? Okay, so what's going to happen now is we're going to reset your case to give your defense lawyer and the DA's time to investigate, find out what happened, get to the bottom of everything before they relay any offers for you to enter in any plea bargains. They have to talk to the complaining witness to see and get their side of the story. If you do bond out, then I'm ordering you to have a GPS monitor on your ankle as well as another ankle monitor for alcohol. No more alcohol, no more dope. That's if someone bonds you out, which I don't know what's going to happen. For future reference, you have to understand that if you're going to pick up cases and you don't have anyone in this life to bond you out, consider that next time you're out in the free world, because all we want you to do is show up. When you show up, good things happen. When you don't, one thing happens. Tell me.
I did bond out. So my court date was on the 29th. On the 26th, I received a phone call from the bonding agency stating that my bond was revoked due to not showing up to the court date, which was on the 29th. So at that point in time, I was confused.
Mr. Lopez, you've never, not once, ever made it here, not even for an arraignment. So.
Oh, the bond was for the assault as well as the DWI. We paid $1,500 for that, and so there was 2 court dates that needed to be, that were reset or not reset, that I had to go to since I was bonded out, and the court date that was given to me whenever I came in on the assault case was the 29th for both cases. And that's what I did ask for. I mean, I did confirm. So whenever I bonded out, I believe like the 24th, I expected to come to court on the 29th, but on the 26th, I received a phone call from the bonding agency stating that they revoked my bond due to not showing up. So I'm assuming that my case was reset for an earlier date from the 29th. I wasn't sure of it, all the details.
What they say about assumptions, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I should have just came regardless. I should have
always come to court.
Yeah,
That's
you're
it.
right. No.
Don't rely on anyone. Your paperwork tells you when you have to be here. That's as
I
Good
should have
as
came on the
gold.
29th regardless, even though they revoked my bond.
So
I should have.
now know that we don't play games. We're going to reset this case for 30 days for today, for them to work all and try to get everything they have. In the future, Mr. Lopez, all you have to do is show up.
Sir.
And when you do, good things happen.
Sir.
You understand?
Sir.
Okay. Please don't send him down because I need him to sign conditions, okay? And then you can, I'll have your lawyer reach out to him back, Mr. Lopez now, okay? All right, buddy.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, so if he's posts prior to release, must have a GPS in his. I guess that's all that we can do, right? It's a GPS monitor for now. But yeah, he also needs a scram as well. Thanks, Alan. If you just want to
Calling back.
just email Victoria. You can
Will
have
do.
whatever you want.
Thank you.
Sure. Thanks, bud.
Have a good day.
You too.
Okay.
Council for reset. Ricardo, are you ready on yours?
I just don't want to forget it fully. I have my memory. Thank you.
This is like just.
Okay. All right, I will see you on Tuesday.
Go there.
Of time, sir? He says that these people are not coming. We'll see, won't take time, sir, but just.
Mike, he's reminding the, police effort on the we have to eliminate them, which is figured out today. So that unfortunately is that.
I am not surprised.
I just.
I can't get this.
Yeah.
Good morning. It's manual block squares.
Yes, I need a motion to set the attachment.
He doesn't.
Oh, wait, yeah. We have Santana along.
Okay, I'm good. Make sure I sign the one. The stuff I didn't write. So, all right, thanks.
You're welcome. Here.
Your Honor, you're gonna have to call tech. I don't know what's going on. I've checked all the connections.
And I'm having a problem with all my stuff as well.
Guys, I'm having trouble logging in as well.
Yeah, it's center point, the evil center point.
No.
Everyone blames center point. Get on the bus. All big and famous here. Look at you. Yeah. Anthony, oh, so all big and famous here. You want some candy? What's up? How are you? What's new? How are things going?
I don't spend enough time over here anymore, but it's all good.
Well,
we just have less cases, a lot of federal stuff too, so I'm getting a lot of different looks, but.
How is that?
It's good.
So you're still with Congo, right?
Yeah, I'm learning right now.
Killing.
It's not a learning ground. He's just like throwing you in the fire all that stuff. So.
Well, that's what it's about.
Yeah, and luckily I got enough pros here that I kind of.
You learn by ambush.
Yeah, well, I mean, at 5 in here, some of them I should have tried, but yeah, I learned that early. How everyone has a family.
Good, yeah, no problem. Did you make it out okay?
Yeah. I live downtown right now. My family was fine. They were.
How's your pop? Is he good?
Okay. He's good. He's like kind of slowing down. He's got a grandbaby now, so he's like, and it's July, so he doesn't come into the courthouse. So he sends me, he like, hey, can you reset that case? I'm like, absolutely. So he's good. He's good. Everyone's good.
So it won't interfere with your work with Congo whenever you're at.
I mean, if I come and reset one case, 2 cases,
Exactly.
and sometimes if he gets cases that he's not, doesn't want to take out of county or the federal, he'll send them over. We scratch each other's backs.
It's good.
It's good. He wants me to try one with him in September. We'll see.
You should.
Yeah. How you been?
No problem, man. Everything's fine now. Finally, we got, we didn't even have cellular service. It's like add
Oh, I
insult
know.
to injury.
One of the clients that wanna call, and I couldn't reach them. This is gonna disrupt. We don't need any disruptions, so.
You don't have anything here, do you?
I don't yet. I wanted to do something else. Today, they're talking about. So.
I hope so, man.
Yeah, no, I'd love to have a case on here.
Yeah. Good luck, man. Tyler. What's up, man? What's new?
How much?
Do we have something on today? Do we have a trial case?
No, we just have a guy, John O'Shaughnessy. We're just talking to the state about some things that I think we might be missing, but it's gonna be a trial
That's
case.
not too, I mean, it's not too terribly old, so whatever you want.
Okay.
It's yours.
Just get a regular reset.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's not, it's only 125, so whatever you need, take your time.
You got electricity?
Yeah, late last night.
Oh, that's good.
Finally.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just
I
came
mean,
on.
and we were lucky to get it because, half of our street still doesn't have it.
Hmm.
Running generators like crazy. I was on my run this morning. I could barely hear the earphones because there's so many generators still going out,
That's what,
Crazy.
Todd Overstreet was saying, it's like the generator noise is getting annoying to everybody.
But it shouldn't have to be.
I know.
I mean, if you take certain precautions and CO with this $35 million pay, right, should be able to anticipate. Get that payback, use it to fix the damn infrastructure, man. Put the lines underground.
I know, it's like somebody commented, this is category 1. And there's all this power out. What if it was a 4 or a 5? What would they do?
It would be in complete chaos.
Yeah, together, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I don't, you anticipate. That's.
Yeah, all right.
You want some candy, Kyle? Here, what's up?
Thanks. It's good, it's good
For a sweet day. I still don't have your conditions. I don't know. They haven't popped up.
It's center point and file the conditions.
She'll swear she.
Huh?
She'll swear she don't do it.
The system is really slow. I can't see it. It's not working. Look. I usually have a big thing here where I can see what's going on and I can chat.
That's because center point, that's why. The center points call everything. Yes.
Hey.
Hi, Judge. Morning, how are you, sir?
We made it.
I've got one that requires, actually two that requires your attention. Last name Mendoza, first name Nicholas. Was PTI. Unfortunately, he picked up a felony. So the state is still willing to dismiss if he pleads to his felony.
Where's Mendoza?
He's sitting in a pew.
Bring him back. Hold on a second.
I'll let you have it.
Sir, we're waiting on the reset. It's a small space.
We've offered to dismiss before he picked up the felony, and they're offering to dismiss now. Yes, sir, no, sir, arms by your side.
My question is, was there an affidavit of no driving on file?
I didn't check and I can't.
Now charged with reckless driving.
Yes, sir.
So I always order no reckless driving, no racing, no boneheadedness. Don't I, Mr. Mendoza? And now you've picked up a felony evading.
I can't access the district clerk right now, for whatever reason, it's not working.
I will tell you now.
Thank you.
There was a bond condition for you not to drive. Can you read to me what happened in the felony case, please?
Officer of patrol, wait, yes, officer of patrol, observed a vehicle drifted over a race on Acadian near the intersection of Buffalo Speedway and Holmes. And then attempted a traffic stop. The defendant vehicle fled at speeds of 100 miles per hour.
100 miles an hour.
Turned off its headlights, ran multiple traffic lights, and hit multiple curbs. The vehicle eventually came to a stop and the defendant was detained. The defendant was obviously the driver.
I don't want to say obviously.
Guess what's happening now?
At this point, they're going to arrest you. Just in case. Yeah.
Not only that, I will now have a hearing as to determine whether I should hold you in contempt. So do you need a translator? Guys, keep it down, please.
Good one to the judge.
Guess what's happening now, Mr. Mendoza? I ordered you not to drive. And what did you do? He goes with you.
Ask that reasonable bonds be set, Judge.
Absolutely, of course. In light that he violated a no driving affidavit, we will have a difference of opinion as to what you think is reasonable about what I think is reasonable.
I assume it was the second.
Mr. Clay. Oh.
Two bar offense.
Hey.
Not the felony. 221? 221.
No, I cannot do that. It's not fair to everybody else. So what I can do is I can appoint him someone in the interest of justice now, so that he's not without counsel, and then we can put him back on the docket for tomorrow. Okay, and if you want to, if he can somehow Zoom on, happy to do that. He has my cell phone, he's happy to call me. If he needs more time, I'm happy to give him more time, but I'm taking care of it today. I'm not gonna wait.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What I can understand is I will have that allergic reaction for solid 2 months.
Okay, so I'm gonna revoke and I'm gonna set it at 10,002 on both of them.
If we could do something closer to say 2,500, Judge.
No. No.
I'll talk to Carl.
So, and not only that, let him know that I might have a contempt hearing on him as well. You know, 'cause he's.
I have not done one of those for some time.
We'll talk, don't worry.
I
What
have
else you
second.
got? Okay,
Perez with a Z. First name.
in custody or on bond? Okay. I see. Sitlali.
I believe so.
Sitlali.
It is a PTI. She's not here today. My office has been closed the last 3 days.
I'm willing to give you time for sure. So if you want to like set up for bond forfeiture for next week, I'm happy to do that.
If we could do 2, Judge, just so I don't have any more excuses for that. Not that I have any now, but
This case is 426.
I don't disagree, Judge, but on this side, I will hear every excuse for those who can't come, and the excuses will mean a lot less to each other.
2 weeks. I'm setting for bond forfeiture. That's it. Right. Okay. Hi, John.
Good.
Hey.
Hope your situation's okay. Just.
Yeah, what's up with you, man? You okay?
Still, yeah, we still have no power. Great, hopefully today. But anyways, Judge, first one is my newly appointed case, Mr. Aguirre. He's Spanish speaking, so I'm gonna tell.
Custody?
In custody, but he's Spanish speaking, so I'm just gonna have that, so roll over to somebody else. Do have a couple other in custodies with felt pendings, Judge. The first one is Mr. Davis. His, it's all out of the same transaction. He's here for interference. He's got bigger assaults, aggravated situation. The felony up there is reset to 828. Of course, Paul has already indicated that if they work something out up there, this ours will go away. There's no offers or anything upstairs.
You
So
want to set up at the Apple?
that's probably also the case for the next one, which is Mr. Reyes. He's got felony pendings that are set 725.
You said Reyes?
Reyes.
In custody?
In custody.
Okay. You just picked up a second degree. Okay.
Day after also, Jim, somewhere. He's going back on the felony court on 725.
I have here, we have him on 720. It's already been reset.
Oh, is it? Okay, maybe, okay.
Set it to 729.
Okay. So
it's after the,
so maybe he just popped up today and I didn't, yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, he just, I got you, Judge. Yeah, it's, you're right. It just popped up and I didn't look at the reset. The last one, Judge, I have is Mr. Dayon Goodwin. Mr. Dayon Goodwin was originally scheduled on the 8th, and it was one of those automatic reset days. So it was automatically reset till today.
Show Goodwin.
I'm sorry?
I don't see it.
Goodwin?
17? Thanks.
It was an MRP, Your Honor. I believe we dismissed the MRP.
You what?
It was I believe it was a MRP, motion to revoke.
You've already dismissed it?
Yeah, I believe we already dismissed it.
Okay, because it's still popping up. But okay, no worries. If it's already done, then never mind. I won't take up your. Thank you, Judge. That's it, really. Cool.
It looks like it's been taken care of.
Yeah. I guess when I was checking this yesterday.
Got dismissed today.
Okay, then that's the problem. I was looking at it yesterday and it wasn't done yet. We're good.
With Goodwin.
It was supposed to be an MAJ hearing on Monday.
And?
Well, they dismissed it anyway, so.
I know, but so what happened with the probation though? Did we not do anything?
The alleged, it was a new law violation. There weren't any technicals that I wanted to go on, Your Honor.
Well, if I may finish just so we can figure it out afterwards, but anyways, he was automatically reset for today. So it looks like he's on the docket.
You need to know whether to terminate him on stat current.
Right.
Or whether he did what he's supposed to.
Yes, Judge.
What happened for you?
Yeah. It looks like he picked up a new case. It's not dismissed. It's not. The last thing I see is we were supposed to have the hearing.
Okay.
Got all of the paperwork to do the hearing, but she doesn't know how to.
Okay, don't enter it yet.
I'm sorry, the interpreter told her to the car.
Okay. What was the new law violation? And if he didn't appear, I'm gonna issue a warrant.
Well, here, that's why I was gonna get you, Judge. So he was ready to be here on the 8th. They got automatically rolled till today. But unfortunately, he's in Montgomery County. I have all the paperwork.
Is he in custody?
No, he's got a court appearance in Montgomery County today, the same day that this was automatic. So he didn't have any control. So he's
A DWI and a FSGI, Your Honor.
right. So what's gonna happen is, I'm thinking maybe we should just roll him to tomorrow. So, because he's up in Montgomery County as we speak.
Sign that. Okay, yeah.
So we'll roll him
To
to,
file the nollie. It should not have been nollie. We need to have a hearing. This dude picked up another DWI. I'm not gonna let him go. So I'm okay, John, if you want to set it on for tomorrow.
well, the thing was, I was pointed, like, last time, Jay, I didn't realize it was set for a hearing, but I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, what, we can do it. I mean, if you want to set it for a hearing, we full blown, maybe we can set him for a hearing.
I need to make sure that he's still compliant with bond conditions because he's supposed to have some kind of device. So.
Yeah, I mean, let's get him here
Set him
tomorrow.
tomorrow or Friday?
I mean, tomorrow's fine, Jed. I'm just saying that, if we set him for tomorrow, just make sure he's here, and then maybe we can set him
I'm
for
not
a
letting
hearing.
him go. He's on probation for this thing. Picked up another one. I want to figure out what's going on with this dude.
mean-
So we'll put it on for tomorrow and we'll see.
Just not for a hearing, because
I understand.
Okay,
Understand.
we'll approach tomorrow, Judge. Okay, we'll do that then. I'll make sure he gets here tomorrow, because he's where he's supposed to be, so he'll be here
Let him
tomorrow.
know if he doesn't appear, then the warrant issues.
Yeah.
Okay. Counsel, hey,
On an off-topic matter, we have a companion felony, so I was figured we'd stop by.
what's your cause number?
It is 251-8349.
That's where I'm leaning to, Lilith.
Evans?
Yes, sir.
Or I could edit it so you can't see him and we can still hear the judge.
You hear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for the people just listening, not watching, basically I recorded this alcohol-related hearing that is on YouTube. It's public knowledge. It's absolutely everywhere. The guy's a teacher. He's worried about losing his job. And I don't want to increase the chances that his employer or future employer would see it. But I like how the judge handled it. So what I could potentially do is I could, what do you call it, redact it like I've done for juvenile cases. Or I could leave it and wait and see what his next hearing says. But I really liked how the judge handled it. That's the conundrum.
Did you get it, Logan?
Yes, sir.
I have to let Victoria know. Tracy, I need to give you a cause number if you don't mind, please. You ready? It's 251-8349. We're about to do probable cause in this. We may need bond conditions. Not maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
Evans?
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, let's see what the felony court did.
I'll tell you in a bit.
No, I don't know if the clerk's, sorry, we'll reflect it yet, but we just reset it upstairs to the August 21st.
Same thing if you want. Hey, Victoria, this is an arraignment for Friday. You ready?
Today?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
251-8349. All right, come up, Mr. Evans. Right there. You can come up a little bit. Mr. Evans, you're charged with driving.
Okay, on the note of traffic accidents, so, I mean, traffic related things. When I was working in radio, I was doing the traffic reports. And so I had to be on the groups where the traffic authorities send the pictures and stats and whatever before they've been redacted and before they've been blurred, etc. That is the easiest way for somebody to wake up from the traffic related things. Like, honestly, I had countless hours of therapy for secondary trauma, and I already have OCD, like I'm OCD diagnosed, so my brain already goes there. If you ever question why traffic related laws are important, just look at some of the pictures and footage and that sort of thing. Like, you will get madder than the judge does when people disobey traffic rules. Like, it's not worth it. I used to be such an idiot before my prefrontal cortex connected. And now I just connected immediately to like specific accidents. Like, I know doing this could result in this. And it's not like a maybe in my head anymore. I think that if they showed people what the outcome could be, would be totally different. Totally, totally different. And there's a reason why we as the media have to go and like take all that stuff out so that it doesn't traumatize other people. But the thing is, sometimes it's like maybe people should see that. Like sending a quick text on your phone is not worth it. Trust me. Like it's not. It's not at all. And not drunk driving. Like if you think of how embarrassing it'll be for your family, if something happens to you or if something happens and you're the cause of that accident, your family has to live with that. There is actually a story in the US that I wrote about where this kid and his girlfriend were drunk driving, and I'll see if I can find it. Actually, I'll see if I can find it and then I'll share it. It is sad, but I think it's well worth the watch. Anyway, that's me little soapbox moment over.
Driving while intoxicated, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer, the lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
On July 4th, 2024, officers observed a vehicle traveling 77 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone, the Northwest Freeway. In failing to maintain a single lane, officers attempted to initiate a traffic stop, and the defendant accelerated to 110 miles per hour.
110.
Sure. He weaved in and out of traffic and nearly rear-ended another vehicle. After a total pursuit of 10.3 miles, the vehicle came to a stop. Officers then took the defendant into custody. They observed a moderate odor of alcohol on his breath, slurred speech, watery bloodshot eyes. The defendant was disoriented, and he said that he was headed home from downtown. However, home was in the opposite direction from where he was presently. The defendant admitted to consuming 3 beers. Officers conducted the standard field sobriety tests, 6 of 6 for the HGN, 4 of 8 for the walking turn, 3 of 4 for the one-night stand. Officers read the DIC. Defendant refused breath. The search warrant was drafted and executed. Blood was drawn. His driver's license is eligible, Your Honor.
Look to see how many other prior DWIs he has besides this.
16, Your Honor, that was dismissed after completing the PKI program.
Correct. Anyone, any other in any other counties?
And I saw him.
Okay, Mr. Evans, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm not putting a restriction on your license, sir. You're not allowed to drive any vehicle that's not equipped with an ignition interlock on it. If you're caught driving a vehicle that doesn't have an interlock, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, Judge.
Also, no alcohol, no drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you consume anything, and I don't care what it is, I don't care where it comes from, and I don't care what excuse you have, that thing blows hot, you know where you're going to go, right?
Judge.
Good. If you have any questions about whether something's going to set it off to give you a positive result, you better check. Alcohol can come from many, many sources, and I will not entertain any excuses. No mouthwash, tequila, lollipops, even if a banana ferments and blows or white bread makes you blow yeast, I don't care. You better look everything you put in your body. Do you understand?
Yes, Judge.
Now, you have a lawyer. I will waive your appearance, but it's your responsibility to stay in touch with counsel, and he will tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You will not get any more PR bonds from us. If you pick up a new case, you violate conditions, no more PR bonds.
Yes, Judge.
I will have you go to Victoria, or hold on. Do you have a Texas driver license?
Yes, Judge.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your name?
Yes, Judge.
We're gonna have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. You will then get with Chase for your bond conditions, and after that, you guys will be free to go, sir.
You know, we did have one request. We're planning on going to treatment, probably inpatients. We're asking for a month before we install the interlock.
I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna take his word for it that he's gonna go. If you go, I mean, it's a portable device. You can take him with him there. I mean, if he goes into treatment, come back to me and we can talk. But I'm not gonna take his word that he's gonna go into treatment and delay a full month. I want to make sure that he's going to have it. And then if he goes, then come back and we can talk and I guess get the rules and policies of the facility to see what they allow, what they don't allow. I can't imagine they're going to have a problem with something like that, just to, make sure that he's in compliance with bond conditions, If so, then we can talk.
Yes, sir. We'll bring back documentation.
Yeah. Okay. Good luck, Mr. Evans. Thank you, Judge. Please.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Details, hold it up.
Hey, 1 week for the device, please.
Sorry, thank you, StreamYard, for letting me know my mic was muted. During the panoramic, alcohol was banned in South Africa to ease up the hospitals. And I just want to see. I read such a crazy stat. Basically, even though we pay sin tax and have great exports, etc., the cost to the country basically, this is a lot of rand, and it's going to take massive brain power to adjust it to dollars. But essentially, a lot of income comes from alcohol. However, the cost to the country is something like 5.5% higher than what it brings in. So they made it illegal for that time. Didn't help. People made their own, but I thought that was quite an alarming stat. Also, I see the judge is about to finish here, but there is another video, so don't worry. And my mom had a lot of people in Poland helping families. The amount of videos watching the border into Poland.
Hi, Brent.
Good morning, Your Honor.
What's up with you?
We are, I'm up at College Station. We had to come up to the in-laws because we lost power up in the Woodlands. And so I'm working remotely from up here. I had a case that was on the docket Monday, and I was just going through and I saw it was rolled to today. It's Stephanie Taylor.
Okay, do you want a different day?
If we could,
Sure.
I need to talk with the prosecutors about a resolution on that. But if we could get another day,
Really?
that would be great.
I'm happy to give you whatever you want. Just bear with me.
Wonderful.
Let me get to Victoria and then.
I can just email Victoria if that's okay.
And I'm okay with that for sure. Whatever you
Okay,
want.
that sounds good. Thanks a lot, Your Honor. Have a good
Hold
one.
on, hold on, Brent, hold on.
Yes.
It's Taylor.
Taylor?
She has 1,000 emails to answer to, Brent, so.
Yeah, okay.
Taylor?
Whatever.
Stephanie?
Yeah, Stephanie,
Was discovery complete?
is discovery complete?
Yes.
Being on a PTI offer now.
They're putting a PTI offer on you now, Brent, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna need to talk with them about that. If we could get, I don't need a huge, I don't.
August 13th to the 15th-ish, whatever you want.
Let's do the 13th, please.
Okay.
Alrighty,
It'll
thank you very
Still
much.
be waived appearance, Brent.
Okay,
So just keep us in a loop.
will do. Thank you very much, Your Honor. Appreciate it. Thank you, Victoria.
Okay. Have fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, might as well hop to the next one. Before we start the next one, I just wanted to say as well, I wanted to tell this, and I need to be careful how I tell this, but I think I can make it work. You just have to stick with me. Just go like this so that my brain goes to your brain. My audio editor who lives there, we had a WhatsApp group to try and get the accurate news to the local stations here. And this was day 2 or 3. And he was at a train station trying to exit. not the country, just that area. And we couldn't get hold of him for approximately an hour. And I panicked. I have never had to think of someone, and by this point we'd been working together for, must have been close to 3 years. And I was recording audiobooks that were sometimes 16 hours of recording that we'd be working together on. So we some of them were a bit weird, put it that way. And so we had a good friendship going, and we just couldn't get hold of him. And we panicked. And then we saw that there had been one of those fireworks at train stations. And I was trying to phone, I was trying to WhatsApp, I was trying to like get locations, trying to get to his girlfriend. All of my news friends were like, we're going like full-blown journalists, like investigative journalists, trying to figure it out. Anyway, it turned out that it had just been a bit tricky to get on the train, and him and his girlfriend were okay. And they even had help getting their cat on the train. But I've never had to panic about something like that, because obviously we are far removed. We had our own stuff. And there was even help with the first one and the second one from here, and there's all sorts of alliances, and we are just not, we're very far removed. So it's never been something I've thought of. That was just like sitting day in and day out with the news on, watching every single second, absolutely panicking. And here we are, years later, 2 years later, I think, in February. So actually going on 2.5 years now. And still. I think it worked. I think everyone got what I meant. I think it did.
Just gotta do something on Google Science, it's just not working. Huh? I mean, I can't, it's like, there's no chatting, that's the problem. Fleischer.
You can't chat on YouTube today.
Man.
It was, oh, okay. I was like, it didn't. Oh, yeah. That's it, yeah, that's it. Okay, nice. And Brenda.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was gonna call you, but you get your phone and you get back. I think it's like this. Because I was kind of buzzy that it says you're on the phone.
No.
Hey, for the.
It's not working.
Okay.
No.
What about the ones that we're supposed to test?
In the box. Can you appoint someone for you to justice for now?
Oh, I know. who it is.
Because I'm not letting her go. And then pick up a new case.
I saw that.
And then counsel can't be here. And I mean, I reached out to him and I'm hoping that.
Yeah, I know you're giving them an hour. But so for age 5 Cardona, he's a Monday, Thursday tester.
Mhm.
And they can't send anybody today. I don't know about tomorrow.
Right.
Friday? Friday? You want to add cases to Friday?
Okay. Monday.
Sounds good to me. Monday. Yeah, I think that was.
You speak English?
Okay, that gives me.
Carl, who do we have here?
Bass.
Bass?
Letty as the
Betis Morales, Your Honor.
Letty's Morales.
but I think they changed it to fatigue.
Got it.
I think I need ChatGPT to explain this to me because I can't.
Judge, he was sent over to immigration and then he was brought back. So that's why he has 10 days credit. And they've already made a decision in immigration to deport him per him.
Really?
So he's already has his deportation papers.
25.
How long have you been in the United States?
2 months.
Sorry?
2 months.
If you want to be in this country, don't violate the law. You now know that there are severe consequences. You're now going to end up being deported. I don't know if you're ever planning on coming back. The only thing I'm going to advise you is that if you come here without proper documentation, going through the proper channels, it's a minimum of 5 years in federal custody for an illegal reentry charge. So I would be very careful how you just try to come in. When you do things the right way, good things happen. Do you understand, Mr. Batis Morales? Not only that, if you do decide to come back without the proper channels, don't get into trouble, right?
Where's he from?
Right. The other thing I'm going to advise you is this is a reckless driving case. This is a serious case because you're facing a lot of time in jail. You have worked an agreement. They're offering you 30 days in jail, credit for the time that you've done. So you're basically done with your time here. But this is a type of crime where the Texas legislature has made it very easy for district attorneys across the state of Texas. When you pick up these cases where you act dangerously in a car, they've made it very easy for them to take and seize the cars away from you permanently. So I would be very careful because if you ever come back, you start driving like this again, you may lose whatever car you're driving permanently forever because they will seize it and take it from you forever. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, you give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront, cross-examine the accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, as you now know. They can exclude you from entry into the United States or deny you citizenship. This and more criminal cases you pick up, you're only hurting yourself even more, especially with immigration issues. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement and once you plead guilty, you can never change this. It will stay like this forever. You understand? How do you plead to the offense, or guilty or not guilty? I don't know if I said he's facing 6 months. You're facing 30 days and a $500 fine. So I don't know if I said that earlier, but that's what you're facing. But you've worked out an agreement for the 30 days. So how do you plead again? I'll find you guilty, follow the agreement, and good luck to you, sir. We'll roll your court costs so you won't learn anything as well. Thank you. Really?
Yep.
Yeah, just abandon. Hey, we're funny.
We're working on 2 clients' cases that are on today's docket. I want to see if we could reset both.
Feels like the early days.
First one is Mr.
People in
Catalino
chat.
Galvez, GAL.
In custody?
No, Judge, both of them are on bond. They're both in the gallery.
It's 219 days old.
So here's
What do we do?
Judge. We were set to enter into PTI today.
Okay.
My client has a device and he has paid the DA fee. The only thing is, I'm not prepared today. I have no lights. I couldn't get the contract ready. I've been without lights since Sunday. I barely
wanna
figured
do it
out what my
sometime next
contract
week?
was. Well, the issue next week is I've got a trial starting on Tuesday, so it'll be two days, and everything from Monday, Tuesday got rolled to next week, so it's kind of booked. I'm hoping you'd be kind enough to go to the week after, which would be the 22nd. Only because next week's kind of booked based on the Monday and Tuesday that got rolled to.
I'm okay with you, but if he doesn't have everything done to enter the 22nd, then
Yeah.
sending him for trial.
We were gonna enter it into it today, Judge. 22nd, perfect, thank you, Judge. The other one is also Mr. Oscar Alvarado. Now on this one, Judge, we were set to do a plea today. The only thing that I was looking for was, again, I was unprepared on this one. I didn't know what my docket was for today. I was assuming today was gonna be closed based on HISD, but.
Gonna be what?
I thought we were gonna follow HISD and be closed today.
What does that mean?
That's my understanding, but either way, we're here today. I still have no light. I was not able to be prepared. The only thing I'm waiting on is the immigration.
Ooh, I also wrote a video about the Texas storm. I'll share that in a minute.
Consul.
Different channel, but I was the journalist on that as well.
My understanding is he's talked to the MAC immigration person. I just don't have it in my email, so I can confirm what she said. But we're set to plea on the 22nd, if you'd allow us to reset it to the 22nd as well.
So you want me to set it for a plea for that day?
Yes, Judge. He wants to do the plea, and that's why we ran it by Julie with the MAC.
Same thing. If he's not ready to do it, I'm gonna set him for trial thing, same thing.
Understood, Judge.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
We'll send them both for the
And
22nd.
again, this is on me. I just wasn't prepared for today. I haven't had lights since Sunday. So. Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of week on both?
No, the 22nd on both. On both of them, clear trial, if it's not. So on Alvarado, it's, if you can set it for, on the other ones, on Galvez, it's DPIH, and they're waiting on the contract. Or, right, on the contract. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you,
All right.
Judge.
Galvez received the contract on 6/20. So what time did we have on?
Just in case you want to know how long it takes to write a video like this, that turns out it's 16 minutes. I worked on it for, I want to say, 3 months. Also, America needs to take tips from us. First of all, this is an EcoFlow. It is a battery that can last for 99 hours. Gas stove that you boil a kettle, make food. Rechargeable light bulb stays on when the lights go off. Wait, there's more. USB.
Judge, I'm encroaching on Dylan Gravy. You wanted him to come back today to show proof that he's been applying for jobs. He did bring his applications. He's applied to Petco and some other places. And so he did bring
The
that.
last name Gravy? Gravy.
Gravy,
Okay.
Judge, GRA. He's doing good, Judge. He's here.
Coming up, sir. Coming up.
And Judge, he's done his anger management course. That he was, his offer is restitution and anger management for dismissal.
Right.
We're getting the restitution slip done. Do you believe you'll be able to pay that soon for the restitution slip?
short mention on
Man,
this one.
Whether this thing goes away. How much is restitution?
It's 1,200, Judge, for a broken phone.
Oof. So how goes it with the job search?
I've got interviews for the rest of the week till Friday. Just hundreds. Everywhere from customer service, retail, sales associates.
Wonderful. Great. I mean, that's the quickest way you can get that money, start working, you know? And you actually do something with your life,
Yeah,
right?
and
Work
even
yourself
if I
up.
just get a retail job, I plan on getting my applicator license for pesticides, so I can go back to the
Okay, good. I'm telling you, once you do that, you're gonna be rolling in money. You have to put your heart into it. And when you do that, sky's the limit, man. You open up your own company, then you can really kill it, you know? All right, well, good luck. Let's set it. How long do you want?
Maybe a 30-day reset, Judge. Would that be all right? For him to get that?
I'm okay with that.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Mr. Gravy, keep working.
I should just start an Amazon shop. We are like masters at electricity cuts. Also, it is time for me to give the tiny baby her anti-inflammatories. Quiet day in court because of the weather. So it's not an awful time for us to watch.
Are you wearing?
We didn't finish Friday, but for now, I'm more just feeling like company. Vicky's survival macaroni. Listen, I have so much more that I could share. We have been having what they call load shedding, which is power outages multiple times a day, sometimes for I think 10 years. We're well set. Like I am so ready. We've got power banks that can charge our laptops. We're fine. We once didn't have electricity for 21 hours consecutively, and we were good. Okay, I need to give the baby her meds. So I'm keeping it on for company.
Then we have this guy. Robbery, robbery.
Judge, good morning.
Hey, what's new, man?
Nothing, Judge. That jacket is new. Are you wearing? I don't think I've seen you in it.
It's okay. I like it.
It's patches too, I see. Judge, I have Aldana.
Okay. Oof.
He's been doing the bid. I emailed the provider last week and they have not responded with proof of the classes he took for June.
Okay. Has he been doing well?
He had been doing it.
How many does he have left?
Oh,
Do you know how many he has left, Abel?
no, Judge, I know he had been doing them though.
Say it again?
I do remember he had been doing them. They've been sending them every month for the past 3 months.
Do you
except
have
for
it,
June. I don't
Victoria,
have June.
on Aldana, page,
There are a couple,
As of,
is he here?
yes, Judge, he is. As of April, with the one I'm looking up now, he had done 5 of 5.
April.
Hold on, and then he had May and June, I mean, May as well, but I don't see that here now.
The last report I have is from June 3rd. I don't have anything else from since then.
That's the one I'm looking for.
And he's only done
June 3rd. And yeah, so May he did 3 or 4 sessions. So we're missing June. So I mean, he's done.
I have June here. Dates attended May.
No, so June was for May. The one that's dated June 1st, 2024, that's for the May,
Let's do this. Let's set him off to Monday, and I need a fresh report how many he's done.
Right, Judge. So I emailed him on Friday, the provider, and I think.
Right. Aldania, ven por favor. ¿Cuántas clases has hecho?
Solo me faltan dos.
¿Te faltan dos más?
Dos clases, sí.
¿Seguro?
Estoy seguro.
Ok. Te vamos a poner 2 semanas para que terminas. ¿Ok? ¿Estás seguro? Porque no tenemos prueba aquí.
Sí, es más, el sábado pasado tenía que haber salido, pero una no fui por enfermedad y la otra por la tormenta, que la profesora me dijo que las iba a reponer. Esas son las dos clases que
You
me
didn't go
faltan.
to 2 classes. Do you understand? All right. Are you sure?
I believe so, Judge. He's been doing them since I got a bunch of.
Ok, so te vamos a dar 2 semanas. Tienes que regresar con un certificate de que lo hiciste.
Con todo gusto.
Ok, si regreses con eso, van a cancelar el caso. Si no, vamos a ver. Pero quiero prueba la próxima vez, no tu palabra.
Exacto, yo se las traigo porque, como le digo, son las dos clases que me faltan nomás, es todo.
Perfecto, ok, ojalá. All right.
Muy amable.
You and I can speak Spanish. I believe Isabel can speak Spanish as well.
Eric, sorry, forgot about you.
Hey, Judge, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
My client, Anthony Reynoso, he's on docket today. This is the one that you called me on last week, and I had asked you if we could come in on Thursday, and you said that was fine, but it stayed on Wednesday. So I had told them tomorrow, so we plan to be there tomorrow. I just wanted to let you know.
You want me to put it on for tomorrow? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, we had agreed on Thursday, but it got put on Wednesday.
Got it. Okay, I'll tell
And
Victoria.
I don't know if, and the state was evaling that one as well for a dismissal. I'm not sure if that got done, but I can talk to him tomorrow in court.
That Reynoso was a bond violation.
Yeah, we had said to put it on for tomorrow, not today. So we can SFBF tomorrow.
Okay.
Please let him know he's got to be here, Eric, okay?
Yeah, he'll be there. I talked to him already.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Bye. Can you do a rep on that? Now, between now and tomorrow, reach out to the complaining witness, because from what I'm gathering here, from what I'm hearing. Oh, this was a UA, that's why. He failed to appear for UA, don't worry about it. I don't need the rep. I thought it was one that he was going into the zone. Okay. Did you get appointed to homeboy?
I got Mr. Mueller,
Got it.
and he's saying that he has to use the bathroom really bad, so.
He can, Stephen, do you mind taking Mr. Mueller back there, please, to use the potty?
You want me to wait until he comes back out? While we're waiting, Judge, we might as well talk about Mr. Goodwin. He's the guy that we're actually gonna roll tomorrow, but he's on the docket today. He's the guy with the MAJ for the new law violations.
Right, okay.
So, I think essentially, Judge, the MAJ is based on the 2 new law violations. And in talking with Paul, they are dismissing it because of double jeopardy. They don't wanna, so they're gonna have to dismiss that because they don't wanna deal with that issue. We talked to probation. It looks like outside of that, There wasn't anything that they could tell. He's got 6 hours of community service left to do. He's been on probation.
I'm not letting this thing go. He picked up another DWI while he's on bond for DWI. He also, you know, one of the conditions, don't violate any of the laws. He has an FSGI here. Is he driving without a license?
No, actually, his license is eligible. So the only, my issue in presenting it at MRP is, Judge, I don't want to double jeopardy bar the DWI second in Montgomery. I'm sure they'll handle them there, but for me to muddy those waters, I'm not gonna do that. So that's why I
I'm not
can't.
gonna do anything with it. I'm gonna see what other technicals he has.
Well, I was exploring that with Shatoria, and it's like the only thing he's deficient in right now is community service.
Well, we'll see. Get the file. I want to look at the incomplete file. you know?
Yeah, because I don't have any technicals to give him.
Well, I'm gonna take a look and I want to talk to him and.
I mean, no worries. We just wanted to give you a heads up since he was on the docket today, just so that, you know, tomorrow, no one is surprised. You know everything.
That's okay.
I know he is being monitored out of county. So if you want to transfer it back or amend conditions, I mean, I know that's within the court's discretion anyway, but MRPing him with a new law violation, that is a DWI second, I'm just not gonna double jeopardy bar that one.
See, I'm gonna take a look because I can always amend it.
Right.
Can do a bunch of things.
That was my reasoning in filing it in the first place. That's where
Oh, no, we're all transparent. We're all good. I'm gonna step back, let Mr. Hugh have the stage and wait for Mr. Mueller.
Already.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, we're trying to get.
Got it. Hey, Hugh.
Hey, Judge, how are
What's up?
you? I have a Jaime Lopez. We're doing a plea and I have an interpreter here as well.
Is he back there on?
He's here. That's fine. Do you want me to call him? Yes, we're going.
Okay, you wanna bring him up?
Yes.
Time served, what do we do?
Yes, time served, Judge. Did you already make your entrance point?
Yeah.
Okay.
He really has 3 days.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Lopez. Morning. Shh. Mr. Lopez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you time served. What you need to understand is this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. Why is it not showing me? I'm looking at Jonathan Lopez and I'm like, that's not him. There we go. Okay. So, like I said, this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there forever. You can never take it off. And I'm going to tell you, if you were ever in a car driving, an officer is going to look you up. They're going to see your prior criminal history. Do you think that they're going to harass you? They will harass you for the rest of your life just because of your record. And I'm going to tell you, if you have even the remote and faint smell of alcohol, no matter how faint, no matter if you took a sip of alcohol, they're going to arrest you and charge you with a second offense. What we're doing today will not happen again. From now on, you'll be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. And if you're not smart enough to consider how to get home, you will be doing 30 days on a future offense like this. Do you understand?
Yes.
The other thing you must understand is you are on felony probation. He got into this probation this is beforehand.
I've worked it out with his felony attorney, so they'll keep him on the probation if he took Not served down here.
Is this a third degree? Is it a second degree? You're on felony probation. You now have one ding on your record. If you think that they're going to keep letting you skate every single time, you are mistaken. Remember, if they violate you, she can put you in jail for 10 years. You pick up another DWI, you pick up another assault, I guarantee you will be doing many years in prison. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers, right to be arraigned, charged, represented in court. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
They let you skate this time from your felony probation. It's not going to happen again, Mr. Lopez. You pick up another case, get ready to go to prison. How do you plead to this offense, sir? I will find you guilty, sentence you to 3 days in jail. I'm going to suspend your license for 180 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck to you, sir. Please see the clerk. Thank you, Luis. Yeah.
Judge, we're approaching on an off-docket case. Can I give you the cause number?
Sure.
It's a 251-3983. It's Gerald Williams. And he was set for this, for July 22nd, appearance required. You wanted him to show proof of employment. He does have some paperwork that he has sent me and his work badge for Invista Chemical Plant. He works there 12 hours a day, so he's asking if his appearance on 7/22 can be waived. And he does have all his paperwork from employment there at Invista Chemical Plant. And I can send that to you as well if you'd like to see it.
Yeah, I'd like them to verify.
Yes, Judge, I can do that. I can send that to Logan.
You have a good phone number for him and he's responsive to you?
Oh, yes, Judge, he asked me today if I can get his appearance waived on July 22nd. He sent me all his documents this morning. So I do have a good number for him if you'd like to, him to be on speaker or anything like that.
No, I don't think that's necessary, but okay, I got you.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Okay.
So waive, pending his verification, Judge? Full verification.
Bug, that's what we do. I've got it plugged in. Sometimes you do have to take it off and let the battery run flat. But it's a game changer. You can charge it in the car as well. Bug it. So we have the one that is basically what do we have? We have a river. One of ours is a river. But what we did was when they went on sale, when they were upgrading the one, like when the one series was being phased out and the next series was coming in, they went on sale and they were such a good price, like pretty much more than half, less than half, less than half. So we have the river Hmm. Ours is older than any of these as well. Ours was the River 2. Actually, even older than this.
All right. No, give me a second. I have, can you give me a little bit? Sorry.
Yeah, it should only take about all.
No, Bug. You're reading in Rand. You're reading in Rand.
You reached Michael Mercer with Mercer and Kennedy Criminal Defense Attorney. Your call is very important to us. Please read me.
It's 220 USD off. $1.18. Okay, let me skip ahead because we gotta do the cat's food. I only did one medicine. Ah.
That's,
yes.
Got it.
No, just
Okay.
2 miles from here, so it's
Yeah.
it's not expensive to walk down.
Jen, I'll ask Vaughn. Oh, but no, it only cost us like 220 US dollars.
Got it.
Also, I look sickly because of this lighting again. Hey, BRB, I'm gonna ask for.
Mr. Sepulveda, good morning. Three for 20. So you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you, what'd you say? 320? 3 days in jail, credit for the 20 days that you've done. Understand, Mr. Sepulveda, this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. When you ever get pulled over, they're going to see this on your record. Do you think officers are going to be nice to you? They're not going to be. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care where you're going. Even the faintest smell of alcohol, the faintest smell of weed, they're going to bring you back. You'll be charged with the second offense. From now on, you'll be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. If I were you, I would never get in the car, even if you had a sip of alcohol, one toke, because it's going to land you back in here. You understand? For $10, this thing will get you anywhere you want to go when there's service, because now T-Mobile sucks. They don't work. Centerpoint doesn't work because they're a bunch of knuckleheads as it is. So when the stuff does work, one click will take you anywhere you go, $15. Do you understand? It's not hard. Use it. You give up a lot of rights by entering the disagreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. Do you understand? How do you plead to the offense, Mr. Sepulveda?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty. I will send it to you the agreement. You will be getting out of here today. I have to suspend your license. I will suspend it for the minimum, which is 90 days. Be careful when you get in a car, because I'm telling you, with your record, all they got to do is run your name and they're going to harass you. Do you think they're going to search you every time you get pulled over?
If you're on.
Every time you get pulled over with your record, they're going to search you 15 years and 15 times from Sunday. Don't give them the opportunity. Luck. Thank you. Yeah.
Could I have James Terry for a plea? Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Terry, come on over this way though. You gotta go this way.
Good morning, Mr. Terry. So you're charged with criminal mischief. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for the 4. Understand this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there forever. You can never take it off. You must understand that from now on, any charges you pick up, you'll be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. You understand? I would be very careful next time. This is the type of offense that's completely a loss of self-control. I don't know who you have in your life, but next time you lose self-control, it's a minimum of 90 days. And if you don't have anyone to post your bond, you may be stuck like Chuck for a long time. You give up a lot of rights by entering a disagreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront, cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, possible immigration consequence, you can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. You can never undo this once you do this. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense, sir?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty, send you to the agreement. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks. Come on up, John.
Judge, on a good note, Miss Della.
I saw.
Yeah, she's being dismissed. She's doing great.
Wonderful.
Kind of totally different aura. She's good and stuff.
It's great. I'd like
She's,
to.
oh, actually, she left.
I know, but I was,
I'm sorry.
if you ever talk to her again, let her know that I'm, proud of her and that she's doing good, you know?
We always say all that, and her caseworker came up. We do need to talk about Mr. Mueller, though, Judge.
Yeah, I've been trying to reach out to the lawyer, but. He has a lawyer, Eric Clay, but the lawyer can't be here because of, I guess,
So you wanted me to stand in.
issues.
I got you.
But come up.
Right. Just so you know, Mr. Clay is on your first racing case, and I'm on your second racing case.
Even though I already paid for it.
Have you already paid Mr. Clay?
Yes.
Okay, well, what he can do for today's purpose, let me help you, because it's good that you have an attorney today.
Doing today.
And then he can come in and represent you going forward, okay?
I'm ordering you to be back here tomorrow, Mr. Mueller, with your lawyer, because it's your first case that I'm concerned about. What I'm doing right now is I'm having you sign with me today an affidavit. This is a promise that you're going to make to me that you're not going to drive. I don't care what is going on in your life. If you want to see me lose control, get into a car and drive, because I'm telling you, if you get into a car and drive right now in violation of this affidavit, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you get into a car and drive.
Sure.
Get a hold of your lawyer. You must be back here with him tomorrow. And then we will have a hearing on your first racing case.
Sure.
Do you understand?
Sure.
For now, if you drove here today, you may not drive home. You will be signing this affidavit, and I will expect you here at 8:30 in the morning with your lawyer. I appointed you to the second case. I was gonna do something with it, but
no worries, Judge.
I'd rather have.
His girlfriend's outside, so she'll be driving, so he's gonna absolutely obey with that. And then Clay will be here tomorrow.
You want drive.
Yes, sure.
And make myself clear.
Yes, sure.
Cannot give any justification in this life. I'm telling you now, I put someone in jail and made their bond $20,000 because of this very reason just now. Do not drive.
So you're gonna go over there, sign that piece of paper?
Let's SFBF
And you're
tomorrow
gonna-
because the lawyer's not here today.
Sign that first.
Hey, Andrew,
Yes, sir. I have a-
is Uskanga here?
No, he didn't know to be here. I just stopped by because I was in another court, so I don't know if he has another court date or what.
So I asked Victoria to reach out to Mr. Uskanga to tell him to be here. So,
Okay. I don't know if he got the message, since I don't have any power and I charged my phone this morning. I couldn't get on the internet, I couldn't do anything.
this was last week. We advised him to be here anyway. So he's had a week.
I didn't even want to be here, I just came by on a whim.
Yeah. Did you reach out to Uskanga to be here today? Remember, this is the one.
He was already set for arraignment on the 8th, and I was going to be reached out because it was already set for SFBF for the same day of the arraignment.
Okay, so no, does he know to be here or no?
I didn't reach out to him.
No, okay, so
He had the original case on July 9th, and he called me up because he had the new case, so he put the old case from July 9th on July 8th, so both cases ended up on July 8th. And then that was the last of it.
okay, so let's do this. You want to put him on Friday?
Since it's an arraignment.
Okay, we're gonna put him on for Friday. Reach out to Mr. Uskanga, tell him he's got to be here Friday. If he's not here, I will revoke both of his bonds and we'll go from there.
I'll reach out to him. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
All right, got it, counsel.
Mr. Horn.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hey.
Yes, Kendall Hayes, Judge. Judge, we were ordered back in court today to show proof of IOP completion. I emailed Mr. Bogle that certificate, also CC'd the CLO. And I believe.
You send it to Pavel, Jerry?
To me.
Oh,
Logan,
got it. Do you have it?
Yes, I've received it, Your Honor.
Okay. Are you ready to nolly?
I just haven't gotten to look at it yet.
Got it. We're talking about Hayes. Yeah, he sent the, Mr. Horn sent the certificate of completion of the IOP to him.
And Your Honor, I must have put Mr. Pavel's email address in incorrectly because his email got kicked back. But the other two recipients should have received it.
Okay.
It's you. It's Patel instead of Pavel.
Yeah. Let me email Brenda then. Since I'm like Brenda's, can we create like.
I guess you want to wait then for the holding pattern? Okay, can you give me a second, Mr. Horn? They're going to verify everything.
Absolutely, no problem.
Okay, Shreya.
Hi, Judge. I've got Dennis Walker. It was a carryover from yesterday.
Okay.
It's a new case, but you had asked him to bring proof. He's looking for a job. He sent me various applications. I was hoping if we can reset it a week, a few weeks. What would you like to do?
Where is Mr. Waller now?
Well, yesterday I told him it's getting reset, but I didn't get the date until about 11:30 p.m. So I wasn't able to get that to him for this morning. But I am in touch.
So tell me, what's he doing now for work?
Judge, he's not working, but he has
He's supposed to be here.
He is. He was supposed to be here yesterday, and then I told him that it was canceled, and then I didn't get the date when I checked.
Okay, I'm going to set him for bond forfeiture for Monday. He's got to be here Monday, Shreya.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you, Judge.
Friends, I'm supposed to be hurrying up. So I'm going to skip a bit.
Zoom.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna double check and get back to
The
Oh, shame. It's the attorney with all the
double-check, get back
problem clients.
picking the.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Message yesterday.
What do you want to approach?
Sure.
Can we approach, Your Honor?
Yeah. If the cell phone is just.
Yeah, he might be out of town. Approaching on Swafford, the trial on Tuesday. It's an assault. My kid's in juvenile detention, that kid. So the assault was against another kid, but this assault is one of the prison guards. I have a Zoom ALR hearing at 1 o'clock. Are we just picking the jury that day?
On Tuesday?
So we should be done by
Yes.
1.
Oh, for sure.
I may have a parole board hearing as well,
Done.
which will only take 10 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna double check and get back to you tomorrow.
Okay.
Because for some reason it's not on my calendar, so I will double check.
It's in a loop. So typically what we do is if we can get the jury in time, the minute we start, if we get the jury, we'll just start, right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I could just step in the hallway and do the ALR hearing real quick too, like 10 minutes if needed, but I'm just like.
but I don't want to keep jurors waiting, like if we
I know,
in the
that's-
middle of work.
But there's like the third reset on it and I didn't.
It's okay.
Schedule
We'll
properly.
work with you somehow, Greg.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. It's
Um,
not,
I think they're trying to track down their witness anyway, so we'll see what happens with that.
I'd rather not keep the jurors waiting, you know,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
10, 15 minutes, just.
I obviously, my hands are tied on it. He's in custody. I can't, they're trying.
Bug! We need to talk about this. Can you hear Vaughn laughing? He got the membership. I feel like I need to cancel it on from him and give it to someone else. Nepotism. Thanks, Bug. No, because then you'd be mine and that's weird. No. No. Anyway, thanks, Bug. And thanks for reminding me. I need to somehow I need to remove one of the tiers. I'll do that tomorrow. Let's just watch this finished. Vaughn's got to give Frank his tablet, so. Oh. Nice. My brother-in-law just sent a message in the group we're all in saying, do you guys know you live in the same house? And that was right at about the same time I told him that the cat needs his tablet. And then Bug gave him a membership, and then we got excited and forgot that he needs his tablet.
They're trying to, he might be sent to TDC, so.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Are you ready, State?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Okay.
You've been trying to contact the complainant, but he's retired from the Leadership Academy.
You're not gonna come?
No, I just, I left him messages this weekend.
Okay.
It
well,
just-
see
We
what-
ain't gonna get them. Okay.
So yeah, what we do is we pick it
Okay.
on Tuesday, we will start testimony Wednesday and go for as long as we can. Usually voir dire will last no longer than 2 hours, so shouldn't be that long.
Yeah, I mean, say they find their witness and he wants to take a deal, which
I will accept that, yeah. I'm
on the
okay.
day of,
For sure.
okay. Yeah, I don't know that Judge Shapiro is gonna revoke him, but I can't rely on that, so.
I don't know how she is. I've heard good things, but I don't.
Yeah, I mean, this is the prison guard. After a fight, they were restraining him, so we'll see. Okay.
Yeah, just keep us in a loop.
And then I got one more fugitive real quick.
Actually, two. There's gonna be one off.
Oh, boy.
I found out one off. Okay, so
you can.
Good morning. How are you? Faring safely?
Nice of you to join us at 11:15. I'm kidding.
So I got off the phone with Louisiana and Deputy Kowski's literally driving on his way to Houston right now. He's picking her up tomorrow morning.
For who?
For Fawcett.
I thought she was Florida.
Or Florida, sorry, driving
Oh.
from Florida.
Wow, so they're coming to get her.
They're coming, like, he's not transport coming, it's him, like the deputy's coming from there.
Holy moly.
So he's almost
Okay.
here.
Wow.
He's almost here to Houston. He's gonna pick her up tomorrow morning.
So
I'll let her know.
reach out to mom and let mom know that the actual deputy's coming, which is
So should we carry it till tomorrow or till
on Wednesday.
Friday?
Yeah, because otherwise they're gonna
Oh.
prevent her from coming up. So
You said he's coming tomorrow?
tomorrow morning, but
Okay,
they don't know.
So let's,
So let's set it for Friday, just in case? Okay.
And then the other one I wanted to approach off docket was,
Abbott? I thought we reset it.
no, Martell. I just got
Oh.
Asia, isn't he?
But it's off docket 2517659. It's reset to 716 for pickup, and I want to ask for the 3-day extension because the hurricane, they asked for more, but I said this would cause no muss, no fuss because it's 3 days. And so I said, if it's longer, like,
Opposed?
I mean, it's not his fault that the hurricane rolled through.
so.
You know, he's
Oh,
gonna sit there long.
So, no, sorry, I'm complaining. This one was, well, I'm sure there was hurricane issue, but this one was because when they actually came this week and they found out that this defendant needed medical, and so they need to re-transport. This is another one where they're not using the transport company now, they're coming personally, like their office come personally to make sure they can get it.
I mean, I'm okay with, but that's it. There's no more.
3 days.
Martell, no more.
No more.
Okay, I'll go tell Miss Fawcett the good news.
Okay.
Yeah, here tomorrow.
You don't need her, right? Yeah, okay.
All right, thank you. That's mine.
Thanks.
Hi, Judge. How are you?
Good.
Oh, you know, just
Feel
chugging
your
along.
I don't know which one more approach.
Oh, the one that you said you wanted an extension because they couldn't come, Sevilla Venegas.
Oh, sorry.
I can tell you, it's Amilcar Zavala Venegas. Looks like the local.
Bill car.
Yes, I think it's not on docket, right? No, it is on docket. It is. I'm sorry. 2517305 Zavala Venegas. It looks like the local resolved on July 3rd. So I don't know if it was a holiday. I don't know if I'm guessing the 19th would have been the day of
So it's
pickup.
Dismissed 7-3, reset 7-18 for pickup. And then because of the hurricane, they needed until 7-20. So it's a further extension for 7-21. So it's 1 day outside the typical guidelines.
So I figured you were gonna say yes anyway, but they were just here.
Reset?
Because that's wait, is that Saturday? Yeah, that's Saturday. So they would come on Saturday, but it would wrap around till Monday.
Okay.
I don't know. So then it would be the 22nd.
Yes. Okay, I'll tell him if he's here. Thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, wait, you got one. Oops,
Hey, any word? Logan, any word on Hayes?
Judge, not yet, but I will have to agree.
Well, no, the reason I make this is something that I are separate to do the work. And that's
Victoria, you ready? Okay. Dude, what the hell, man? I'm getting so cramps in my feet. I'll be drinking enough water. Do you see me fall over just now? God. That hurt like a. Okay. Who's first?
247
Okay.
0700.
Bell?
Yes, so he's completed all of the classes and programs, but the thing was, he completed the effective decision making and anger management online. So the probation officer was just asking what is acceptable for this client.
As opposed to what? What was he supposed to do?
Typically we do it like in-house through our provider license, and then if we do it online, it's typically for people who's like out of state or like a suspicious request.
Do you have any restitution?
No,
Yeah, I'm okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes, so like your attorney say like, you can just do it online, so then when they meet their probation officer, it's done.
Right.
So, but he's completed it and we have the certificate. This client, they want a court admonishment. His cause is 246535.
Starks?
Yes. It just seems like he doesn't want to do his bit. They had him go, they made special accommodations for him to go.
Bring him in.
Okay.
Yep, say no more. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere, so any day is good for me. Hey, hi, good morning.
How are you?
Pretty good, what's up with you?
I'm here on Jose Santos,
Okay.
and we were set in felony today. They reset it to a date in October. And
October?
I know. They made an offer this morning that we're gonna go sit down with him and talk about that may resolve the misdemeanors and the felonies, but until we sit down and talk to him, I can't say. So I just wanted to approach before potentially resetting, because I don't know what the court wants to do. If he's inclined to accept the offer, we're gonna bump it up on docket to resolve it. They offered a 3-year deferred. The previous offer had been prison time. So I'm okay with it, but he was unable to be physically in court due.
No, but I want to know, if you're happy with it, then more likely he's going to be happy with it. That's so we know that where it's going
I'm
to pop.
fine with the offer. It's just a matter of whether he's gonna be able to do it or not, and he's
Right.
satisfied with it. We're just thrilled it's not a prison offer.
Yeah,
So,
no, that's okay.
But I haven't been able to chat about that with him at this point.
How old is it now?
I can reset it to whenever the court wants.
That done to that day, because you're at about 130 now. So we'll tack on another 90 would bring it around 200. But at that time, we got to be ready to do something.
I understand, Judge. And,
That far out.
and like I said, if he's gonna take the plea, we're gonna bump it up. So,
Do you want the same day? Okay,
that'll work. And we can keep everybody informed if we move it up to
29. Yeah, and just keep us in the loop.
Absolutely. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, have fun.
We're requesting his bond.
She was breaking for a felony, and then here I talked about a case. It was rifles. Yeah, Nathan's great.
Good morning, Judge. My son Charles Baker. We're requesting his bond to be amended so he can attend mental health class on 7/11. And he sent me the information. I sent it to Ms. Tracy as well. From the appointment, I'm sorry, I just had it. The appointment is from
He's been abiding by the,
this conditions, and yeah.
okay, I'm okay with it.
And so it's from 2 to 5:30, so I would suggest 3 to 6:30
Okay,
for that day only.
yep, I'm okay with it.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Trinidad. Good morning.
I have Mr. Ahmad Khalil on the docket, Your Honor.
Are you ready?
Yes, it's a plea
Time
Mr.
served.
Khalil, come on up.
Dismiss the other.
Yeah, this is literally the.
Mr. Khalil, come on up. You want one?
$2.
Price of inflation around.
Are we going on which one?
Meeting.
Okay.
Time served. And the other one.
And then the assault will be dismissed?
Sure.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Khalil. Sir, you've worked out a really, really good deal. They're going to dismiss the assault in exchange for your plea on the evading. What time are we looking at? It's 3 days in jail. Credit for the 8 days that you've done. Mr. Khalil, you do need to understand that this is an enhanceable offense. This charge will go on your record. If you were ever caught running from the police again, they can charge you with a felony offense, and then you will be looking at a lot more time in years instead of days. Do you understand, sir?
Yes.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers, the right to be arraigned, charged, read to you in open court. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you cannot change this.
Yes.
This is what you want to do, sir, right?
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of evading arrest or detention? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty, sentence you with agreement. I'll roll your court costs, say you won't owe anything, and good luck to you, Mr. Flynn. Be careful, sir.
Oh, this is a-
Just follow the first one, so that you might have questions, and that's it.
Logan, when he was nearing you, I was kind of. Mr. Reyes,
Hey, Judge, good morning.
is he out?
Huh?
He bonded out?
No, he didn't bond out. We wanted him to stay in jail, so.
Where is he now?
He's in jail.
Okay. Do you mind
Left
bringing him
in
out?
Back for.
What's the last name again? What's the last name?
Gabetta.
Gabetta.
Cabrera. Because he had tested positive, so we were gonna bring him back Monday.
Oh, that's right.
He
And
got
now,
lucky with the, so man, so now he's really scared since he's only 17. Maybe he'll listen now.
tell him that I'm going to test him again.
Good, good.
30 days from the last time that we tested him, right? Which would be 7/3 was the last time we tested him. So it would be 8/3. We, or give or take, probably like maybe a couple days after. If he tests positive,
Should be clean by then. Should be clean.
if he doesn't smoke, he will.
Yeah, I don't think he will this time. I really don't think he will this time. And luckily, he's got a mother back there who loves him and a little brother. And so they're on his butt, but he needs to be on his own butt too.
She speak English?
No.
Does she want to come up?
¿Quiere venir adelante, mija? Good, this is fantastic, Judge. I'll interpret to him.
That's all I've been asking.
Yeah, just
I'll take
please.
Luis real quick.
When she's here, Judge, I'll interpret. Who knows when Luis will be here. Okay, mija. El juez pidió que usted venga adelante porque le quiere decir unas cosas. Look at the judge straight in the eyes, Kevin.
Plus jail. Sucks, right? Good. It's supposed to suck. It's not supposed to be fun. We have jails to protect the public and to hopefully get through to you that we mean business. I'm not here to play games. I'm trying to impart to you that there's a certain way that you're supposed to live at 17 with weed in your system. That's not it. Mr. Gabetta, I'm not out for blood. I'm not out to put you in jail and punish and enslave forever. But I'm trying to get through to you. And dime con quien andas, yo te digo quién eres. And when you hang with dogs, you're gonna get fleas. So I'm putting more conditions on your bond now. And expect that you will stay away from weed. No weed, no alcohol, and no driving. As long as you can do that, you and I will be best friends. But I'm gonna tell you now, you will never get another chance from me. I'm gonna let you out today. I hope that it's been enough of a wake-up experience for you, that you know that I mean business. I know it sucks. Jail sucks. It's really hard. The people stink like holy hell. There's no clocks. You don't know what time of day it is. It's awful. Most times, jail will self-correct most. Sometimes you need a little bit more time to think. The only thing I'm trying to do is get through to you so that you know when you get out in the free world, you have but sometimes a nanosecond to make and reflect on whatever decision you make at that moment. It's going to land you either in jail or even worse, prison. Think before you act, think before you speak. And if you do, good things will happen for you. Hi, Luis, do you mind? The last time we drug tested you was on 5th of July. I'm telling you, I'm going to test you 30 days from that day. If you do not smoke, if you do not go near anyone that is smoking, then you will test negative. And if you test negative, then you will be fine with me. If you test positive again, guess what's going to happen? Right. This time, I'm not going to let you out. This is the only time that you will get a get out of jail free card from me. You're not going to get another one. If you ever have any issues, questions, problems, come talk to me. Come talk to Mr. Reyes. And that's all you need. Thank you for coming. I am here for you. If you ever need anything, if he starts acting up with you, let Mr. Reyes, let me know, and I will straighten him out for you. I did this in an attempt to try to get him to understand that we mean business. And my most important, what drives me is public safety. I want everybody to be safe. Driving while intoxicated, that's not it. He is not allowed to drive. He is not to smoke marijuana. He's not to use alcohol. I'm going to give him a curfew, and I'm going to put an ankle monitor on him so I know that he's not going out in the middle of the night. Is there anything else that you would like? Is he hanging out with some bad people that you don't want him to hang around with? Of course.
Para mí, todo lo que se haga sería bien, porque mi hijo va a estar muy bien, los consejos.
Well, I think that anything that can be done to improve my son is fine with me, because I believe that your advice and your guidance is helping me.
That's the hope. I can only do so much. The rest is on Mr. Gabetta. He's now in school, correct? What is he doing now? Is he in high school?
He is going to the 11th.
Okay, you must
Okay, 12.
Right, it's in summer school, so there's nothing going on now, right?
Correct, nothing right now.
Do you want him to work?
That'd be fine,
So we
yes.
can make it a condition. I can make it a condition that he gets a part-time job. We will give him time for him to try to get a part-time job wherever it may be. You tell me, whatever you need, you tell me, we can make it a condition.
Okay,
And then
yes, I'd like that.
okay, you have to get a full-time or at least a part-time job. When you have too much time on your hands, you become self-destructive, Mr. Gabetta. We need to keep you occupied somehow. And then come in the fall, you must register and stay in school full-time and graduate.
You know what?
Okay. I'm going to let him out today. Before he is released, he will get an ankle monitor. The curfew is 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. No drugs, no alcohol. He will be back here August. Say August 7th. What do you think? That's a couple days after the 30 days.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just look at my calendar.
We set the case and I'm going to test him. After 30 days, marijuana gets out of your system. If that's okay with you, Mr. Reyes, what do you think?
Yeah, that's fine, Judge. August 7th, you said?
Okay.
Perfect. It's a good day.
You know what's expected of you. There's no excuse. You hold the keys to the jail cell, no one else. You know, and I'm gonna tell you now, your mom probably has it hard enough as it is without having to come to court because of you. You think she wants to be here? Do you think she wants to spend money on a lawyer when she could be spending the money on anything else in life? Think. It's not hard. Okay. All right. If you have any issues, come talk to me and I will help you out however you need. Okay. Okay. I will also waive the fees so you won't have to pay for anything.
Thanks, Judge.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Reyes.
Ankle monitor. They're expensive.
Make me proud. Okay.
That's good. Thanks, Judge.
Alrighty, that is the end for tonight. Just a reminder, tomorrow my stream will start an hour earlier. So whatever time zone you're in, look at 12 p.m. Central African time. I will put up the thumbnail about an hour to half an hour early so that you see it. And I will give a bit of grace for the start for those 20 minutes. And then we're going to try and go until Recovery Addict starts. A fair amount of that might just be me sitting, working. But I have also added a Canva thing that is open to anyone who wants to join, where you can do a Judge Fleischer fan club thing. If something comes up as pro, it's okay. You can add it because when I click it, I have pro. So when I click it, then it will pop up as normal. Alrighty. Thanks for hanging out. It is 23:27. So for you, it should be 22:27. I think. Okay. Yes, bug it will be, but you can also, it's a slow moving trial. There will be parts you can absolutely miss. And we can always update you as best we can. So don't worry. I'm half you're feeling, probably happy. Yeah, I sound better today than I did the other days. But good night. Yeah, Squirrel's Nest, best place ever. I'm redirecting you over to RA, so don't get it right. Bye.